Hello and welcome to another edition of Client for Life. It's very nice to be talking to you all right now. I have to say it's been one of the busiest weeks I can ever remember. I have been across a lot of new projects that are coming on the market. I've been involved in quite a bit of pricing and getting a lot of consultation, and I can't believe what I'm seeing. Properties that we were struggling to get 8,600 a square metre are now 9,000 and 10,000 a square metre. It really is a bit of a crazy market out there. We listed a 24 apartment block in Glen Iris with some lovely open spaces, some really big courtyards, almost the size of the apartments, and we're exceedingly interested in those and tried to reserve 4 or 5 for clients, and that not only would the vendor not reserve them, he wouldn't hold them even, and by the time we had made contact and had showed people some properties, he'd sold them by the Friday. An entire development gone within under a week, and right now incentives are low and prices are high, so I really caution everybody out there at the moment, if you're looking to invest, you really need to run the slide rule over price per square metre. Don't forget the golden rules, you know, lots of transport, lots of amenity, go where the population wants to be, where you get the highest amount of rents. We're seeing some good growth in rents at the moment too, which is about time. We had a bit of a drop last year and the year before, and even though interest rates are dropping, rents are finally strengthening, which is really fabulous to see. But I'd like to give some advice to homeowners at the moment. As you know, part of our plan is reduce your mortgage, accumulate assets, safeguard and contribute to your super and stick to a budget. Those fundamentals haven't changed, but I really think right now I'd like to ask you all to have a close look at your mortgage. I personally wouldn't be dropping my mortgage right now. Interest rates are so low, but I would be keeping your mortgage at the rate that you were paying 1 or 2 years ago, if you can still afford to do that, because with interest rates so low, the money is so much cheaper for you on the interest. You can really start to chunk into the principal. And remember, if you're reducing the principal in your home, that's freeing you up for investing. But I personally prefer to invest in a bear market. I personally prefer it when everything is really quiet and probably a higher risk environment in one way, but don't forget that when it's a bull market, it is equally as risky. You don't want to overpay. Sometimes people have a rush of blood and jump into something. You've got to do your due diligence. You've got to really inspect what you're expecting, and you've got to make sure you're getting value for money. And a lot of people are complaining about the Asian investors at the moment. The Asian investors are only 10% of the market. I hear Neil Mitchell and Tom Elliott on 3AW complaining about superannuation driving the property market. It's less than 10%. What's really driving the property market at the moment is population and the residential market. It is not the investor market that is driving prices right now. You only have to go to auctions, you only have to see what people are putting down as the reserve and witness what they're selling for. It's not off the plan that's driving the property market, it is the emotional home buyers. So, my heart goes out to people who are buying homes. If anyone wants some advice, happy to talk to you before you go and stick your hand up at an auction. Give Olivia a call and she'll book in a time for you to chat with me. But so, I guess in closing, we're in a bull market. Inspect what you're expecting. Look at the price per square metre. Don't forget the golden rules: amenity, transport, good rents, and keep chunking down your mortgage. Now is the time to really get ahead on the home loan. So thanks for listening. Have a great week, and talk to you next week. Cheers. Bye.